Hi everyone, my name's Carolyn. I'm the founder of Atrium Plants, and quite a few of you lately have been asking me how to use humidifiers correctly. So I just thought I'd do a quick little video on that. Now, about a week ago, I bought myself a hygrometer, which measures relative humidity in the air. I got this from Take-A-Lot. It was about 180 bucks. So yeah, it seems to be working pretty well. Now, this morning when I woke up, this read 47%. And that's not too bad, but it's not great either. Now, if you're living in Natal or near the coast, you probably don't have to worry about humidity so much. But I know in Gauteng, our winters can get really dry, and the relative humidity, especially outdoors, can actually drop to around 20% in winter. And at this level, it's really not a healthy environment for you or your plants. So the World Health Organization recommends that healthy humidity levels are between 50 and 60%. In fact, health experts say that above 60%, it can start becoming harmful to have too much humidity. Then things like mold can start developing in your house, and so the 50 to 60% range is great. And this is also a really good level for most houseplants. Now, something like your calathea could probably go up to an 80% humidity level, which is what it would experience in the jungle where it originates. But this is going to become really uncomfortable for you if you have that in your house. So unless your calatheas are in an enclosed terrarium or greenhouse, levels of around 60% are going to be just fine. The first type of humidifier that we get is something like this. It's a small handheld portable unit. It's not got a lot of capacity. I'd say it's about 300 mils. And so that only lasts for about 2 hours. What I like about this one though is that it comes with essential oils. This is an OcoLife brand. And so you can add oils in to boost your energy, or you could add something like lavender in the evenings to help you unwind. This, however, is not going to increase the humidity in an entire room, but it's perfect if you just want to have it on your desk, in the office, or on a shelf. And if you cluster around 3 to 4 plants around it, these plants are going to be super happy. They're definitely going to benefit, and you can see the water vapor is going to be enclosing the plants. So the next type of humidifier we have comes in the 2 to 3 litre range. I also got this from Take-A-Lot, and you can get them in Dis-Chem as well. They have a whole selection there. They usually range from about 2 to 5 litres. What's nice about this is that I don't have to keep on refilling the water. It'll run for a good 8 hours without having to do that. So it's much easier. Also, these are designed to increase the humidity levels of an entire room. So when you're choosing one, read the specifications on the box, because it should say what size room it will work with. So this, I think it was 3 litres, and it said it's capable of raising the humidity in a 20 meter squared size room. So I'm just going to turn it on. What I really like about this one is these nozzles here that swivel around, so I can direct the water vapor directly to where I want it to be. And I tested this baby out this morning in my office. When I walked into my office, the humidity was around 45%. And my office is about 20 meters squared, average size room. I put this guy on, and 2 hours later, the humidity levels reached 60%. So it definitely worked. Bearing in mind though, I did keep the windows and the door to my office closed. So humidity will always move from a higher relative humidity to a lower relative humidity. So if you have the windows open, some of that humidity is going to be lost. But after 2 hours, reaching 60% humidity, it was actually feeling pretty humid in there, and I pretty much wanted to open a window. So if I had all my plants clustered together in my office, they were going to be super happy. And in the shop, we use this humidifier, and we put the plants around it. So I would just be careful about putting the plants too close. So you'll see after a while the water vapor will start to collect on the leaves. And if this happens too much, the leaves can get mold on them and can develop fungal infections. So I would suggest rotating the plants around so you have different plants closer to the humidifier at different times. Also, if the plant leaves are going to get wet, make sure it never happens at night, because this definitely increases the chance of fungal infections. So you'd rather want to do this in the morning to around lunchtime. Also beware of plants that have furry or little hairs on their leaves. For example, begonias. Now, this adaptation is actually helping the plant to collect water vapor from the air. So as the air moves through the little hairs, they trap water vapor. And it helps these plants survive through drought conditions. So if these leaves get super wet, they're really not going to be happy. You're going to instantly see signs of mold. Another one is the Alocasia black velvet. It's also got a really soft furry type leaf, and I've noticed that it doesn't like to get wet. So if you're using a humidifier with those type of plants, make sure that they're out of the immediate flow of water vapor. And other than that, the next humidifier up would be basically a massive unit about the size of an air conditioning unit that would be designed to humidify your entire house. And maybe that wouldn't be a bad thing. It's probably be a great investment. I've been doing quite a bit of research into this humidity thing, and I was reading about how they studied the pattern of influenza, and they noticed that influenza went up when relative humidity went down, which is exactly what happens in winter. So it's not necessarily the cold that spreads flu, but it's the dry air. So germs can travel much faster in dry air. If I were to sneeze in dry air, it would go whoop, but in humid air, the water vapor actually attaches to the germs, making them heavy, and they drop to the ground. So that's why keeping humidity levels up is really, really important, not only for your plants, but also for you. So on that note, stay safe, enjoy your plants, and let me know if you have any questions about this. We'll be happy to help.